Happy New Year, everyone. And unfortunately, we are starting this year off in the second sublevel of one of the most infamous dungeons in Pikmin 2, the Submerged Castle. And they put us right next to the Bulbmen, which are actually going to be very important for our survival in this dungeon. But first things first, let's kill this careening Doriji bug here, because yes, these guys are also making their return here. Very lovely, isn't that? Okay, so, Bulbmen. If you have less than 100 Pikmin, these guys are very useful to you, especially in this dungeon. But, in order to make use of the Bulbmen, you have to first of all kill the large one, which is basically the mother. Because following the mother are 10 babies, up to 10. Depends on how many Pikmin you have below 100. But if you kill the mother and you call them, this will happen. The confused Bulborb has fallen in with the Pikmin. They appear to coexist peacefully. Strange. This Bulborb has a leaf sprouting from its spine, much like the leaf of a Pikmin's head. Yes, so Bulbmen are basically a lot like Pikmin, but with some differences. One of those differences is that they are immune to all hazards: fire, water, electricity, and poison. That they are your key, well, one of the main keys of getting to this dungeon safely and without losing Pikmin. They are immune to all hazards. So, it is very important. I recommend coming to this dungeon with less than 100 blues. In fact, 60, and here's why. Because in this dungeon, you will find a total of 4 Bulbmen. So that's 40 Bulbmen that you will have at your disposal by the end of this dungeon if you bring 60 blue Pikmin. If you bring more than that, you're going to get less Bulbmen. So it really just depends on how many Pikmin you have when you enter the particular sublevel that has Bulbmen on it. And also we got some orange Bulborbs here, so we're going to take care of them real quick. Okay. Let's just do this. This will probably get rid of our leaves, but don't worry, we'll soon be finding nectar, throughout the dungeon that'll allow us to get stuff that we need. Okay, so there's a treasure behind this gate, so we're gonna go past here. Also, notice how they put a boulder on top of the holes. They're gonna be doing this a lot more often as you get closer to the end of the game. This is a dick move by the game developers to make it more tricky for you to leave the sublevel, because the thing is that if there wasn't a rock covering these holes, you'd be able to simply run to them and move on to the next sublevel right away. But by covering these holes with these stones, they force you to bring Pikmin with you to the hole. So you cannot cheat your way through the sublevels if you're not trying to go for 100%, that is. So yeah, jerk move by the game developers, but it was pretty wise of them to do that because these dungeons would probably be too easy if that weren't the case. So anyways, yeah, Submerged Castle, we already saw what our main problem is going through this dungeon last episode. The Waterwraith. Now, the thing is, you are going to run into the Waterwraith on potentially all 5 sublevels of this dungeon. And this is the criteria for the Waterwraith to appear. You will explore the dungeon for 5 minutes. 5 minutes after you land on the sublevel, that's the trigger for the Waterwraith to appear. Oh god, that word. Just the word trigger, let's just say that 2015 was now a good year for that word. I'll just say that much. But this is 2016, so hopefully things will change. Who knows? But anyways, I don't want to talk about that right now. We're not here to talk about politics, we are here to talk about Pikmin 2. So let's do that, shall we? Okay, so advancing beyond here. Better be ready for the Waterwraith to appear anytime. Now, I'm not keeping track of the time, but, well, aside from the time that I just started the episode, I'm at 4.5 minutes right now, so that means within the next minute he's going to drop down, so, and there's not going to be a cutscene the second time around and after to indicate that he's landing. You just have to listen out for it, because thing is, the first thing that will happen is the music will stop, and the music is the same exact, it's the same. Unlike any of the other dungeons in this game, the music is exactly the same no matter what sublevel you're on. It is exactly the same. And it only changes when the Waterwraith appears. Once he does, you better be ready to run like hell. And you better get these treasures back to... That's why you better get back... That's why it's best to try to get all the treasures back to your base within 5 minutes of landing on the sublevel. As long as you do that, the Waterwraith is not going to be a problem. But I have a bad feeling he's going to show up anytime soon now. Like, it's going to happen any moment now. We are at about 5 minutes here, so it's going to happen any second now. He's going to come down. Like, I'm ready to hear that. The sound of him hitting the ground with his evil rollers. And here's the thing. Here's what makes the Waterwraith so dangerous. He instantly kills any Pikmin he comes into contact with because he crushes them with his rollers, as you saw in the last episode. But we're carrying the last treasure of the sublevel. Oh, there he is! Oh god, okay. There he is. That's the Waterwraith again. Hello, haven't seen you since last year, and you're here. Oh god, here he comes. Here he comes. This is not good. Not good. Oh. Okay. I don't know how, but somehow all the Pikmin survived there. But we don't have much time. He's gonna home in on the active captain, just like the ranging Bloister does. But he's a lot worse. So let's just get this treasure back to base, then run like hell to the next sublevel, because we got pretty lucky here. Oh boy, did we get lucky. Oh man, okay. Chocolate cushions, jeez. Okay. Enough of that. We are done with the sublevel. We're going to move on to the next one right away, because this guy is not fun to deal with, and it's best to be able to just run to the next sublevel once he appears, so we're going to do that. Now, this dungeon is a little bit easier to do if you have the Stellar Orb and the Rush Boots, or whatever that treasure was called that gets you the faster shoes. But basically, those two upgrades are extremely helpful to you in this dungeon. It's best to wait until you get those before you go here, because first of all, being able to see really far and see where he is, it's very important, because you know the only thing worse than the Waterwraith itself is not knowing where the Waterwraith is. That's as bad as it can get. Okay. So, we got an Ivory Candy Pot Bud down here. We've also got the Wollywog making its return from the shower room. That's lovely. So yeah, we're going to try to avoid that guy for the moment and get the White Pikmin. Now, normally I would just... You know what? I'm going to do it. Normally I would use Bulbmin to switch, to convert to other Pikmin colors, but I'm just going to do blues for now because we got plenty of blues, so... I just like to have as much Bulbmin as possible when going through this dungeon. That's my main reason for using blues, despite the fact that Bulbmin do not return to the surface with you, unfortunately. They do not. So it is actually wise to use them when you're converting Pikmin to other colors, because then they get to come up with the surface with you. But I'm just going to use blues because, I got more than enough, and frankly I'd like to have the most as possible going through this dungeon because, again, having Pikmin that are invulnerable to all hazards is very important because you're going to run into all of them in this dungeon like you saw when we first entered here, so we got a no Dweevil back there. That's not good. I think there might be a trap above this egg, right? Nope, there isn't. Okay. As you can see, we've also got another Bulbmin on this sublevel. Okay, so yeah, there's that. The other two Bulbmin you encounter in this dungeon will be on the next sublevel. So yeah, next sublevel there's going to be 2 Bulbmin with 20 Bulbmin followers. So, yeah. But anyways, we got 5 whites, so... I believe... Yeah, let's just take care of this Wollywog here, because he's going to be a big problem if we don't. I'd like to have not too many Pikmin when... Oh god. Jeez, this guy can fly. He can really fly. Okay. Let's get our blues out of the way. Let's get our Bulbmin. Because if we lose Bulbmin, it's not that big of a deal, but it's still good to, have them. Because basically what I'd like to do when I'm going through this dungeon, it's very different than what most people do. I like to put all the Pikmin except for the Bulbmin into a hiding spot. because that way you can use the Bulbman to carry stuff back to base and not have to worry about losing them to hazards other than just enemies. Now, this is pretty gruesome. The fact is, your Bulbmen that you have are not immune to the mother Bulbman. I mean, the mother Bulbman. The mother Bulbman will eat Bulbmen that you have in your army, as gruesome as it is. So basically, these guys can potentially be cannibals. They will eat each other. It's pretty gruesome if you think about it. But what's more gruesome than that is the fact that you can actually use the Bulbmen to carry the corpses of Bulbmen back to base. So basically, you're having these little guys carry the corpse of their mother back to your base. Is that gruesome or what? There's so much more gruesome stuff to this game. It's not even funny. Okay, so we're now going to take care of you, so we can kidnap your babies. And we just lost a white Pikmin. Intriguing. The cute creature showed symptoms of poisoning after consuming the white Pikmin. I don't think I showed this to you guys, but actually you can use white Pikmin as a last resort. But that was. Wait, how'd you even eat white Pikmin? They're on the other side of the wall. Okay, well, so it ate a white Pikmin and a Bulbman. Ugh. Normally I would reset the game here, but you know what? 2 Pikmin, it's not worth it to have to redo this entire sub-level. It's really not. And we probably also wasted a lot of time with that, so now we're not going to have much time to get the treasures back to base before the frickin' Waterwraith comes down here, so frankly, I'm not going to reset the game. I'm going to make an exception here. Normally I would if I'm just casually playing through the game, but for now I'm just going to not do it. It's not worth it. Okay, I got no beetles back here. Let's just carry this. No, let's not do it. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. What are we going to do here? Okay. We need to get these guys to a safe space. Yeah, I said that on purpose to signify. Okay, so let's just throw our blues back up here so that they're safe from these enemies, and also our whites. Again, it's still really dumb that we had to lose a white because of a stupid glitch. Like, seriously, they were behind the wall. You're not supposed to be able to be eaten by enemies from the other side of a wall. It's not right. It really isn't. It's dumb. Yep. There he is. The Waterwraith is here. So we're going to have a lovely time getting our treasures back to base. But there is a silver lining to this guy. A few, actually. For one, this guy can obliterate all hazards and enemies. Well, not all enemies. The Anode beetles are immune to this guy, but it can obliterate almost all enemies and all hazards in its way. Watch. Oh no, okay, I missed it. It missed the Dweevil just barely there, but still, it can kill enemies if it runs into them. That is very helpful to you. You can use that to your advantage and save yourself a lot of time in destroying these hazards. In fact, actually, let's destroy this electricity. See? Like that. Just like that. Instantly destroys hazards. So, it's not always a bad idea to wait until the Waterwraith appears to take care of enemies. You can just let, kill them for you. But, it's just up to you, because either way, you're going to have to deal with the Waterwraith unless you can get stuff back to base in time. And we're taking our time destroying this rock here. Okay. We got ourselves a nipple cookie. I don't know, nipple cookie. And we've also got a stupid withering blowhog that came down, and apparently the death animation that No Dweevil was actually delayed because we went off screen. Because that actually happens. Okay, you're gonna be kind of a problem. Well, maybe not. Maybe we can get you to... no, not quite. If you can get the Withering Blowhog on the ground and get the Waterwraith to attack it while it's on the ground, then yeah, it will die, but it's just not worth it. because it involves getting your Pikmin to get it on the ground first. And oh god, here he comes, he's coming back. Oh boy. Now, thankfully, the Waterwraith cannot completely cover these dead ends. It can only like turn around as it gets like halfway through the dead end. So as long as you're at the very end of it, you're safe. But yeah, the enemies the mid-air enemies are completely invulnerable to the Waterwraith, so you need to be up. Oh my god. Let's get this guy to go out of the way first. Oh god. Here he comes. Hit against the wall. Okay. Yeah, thankfully you can get against the wall whenever the Waterwraith approaches, so that's helpful at least, but still, it's just... This guy's dangerous overall. Like, there's no denying that this guy's just dangerous overall. You should just avoid him at all costs. Okay, so not only that, but there are also some really cool glitches you can do with this guy. And one of them you can actually use to your advantage if you can accomplish it. Now, I don't think we can do that in this sublevel, but there is a sublevel. Actually, obviously it's the next one after this, but if you get the right layouts, which 90% of the time you do, if you get the right layouts on sublevel 4 of this dungeon, you can actually get this guy permanently stuck for the rest of the sublevel. And why they're going that way, I have no idea, but this is going to make this a real pain. I'm trying to get this guy to... When you wait for this guy to appear before you take the treasures back to base, it makes it really a major pain in the butt getting treasures back to base. Wait until this guy appears to do it. It really does. Okay. So, oh god. I really wish I had purple potions right now! Okay. He's dead. But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to just work on getting this treasure back to base. Again, normally I would have just reset the game right there because I am that sensitive to Pikmin dying. Seriously. I am so sensitive to a point where I would just reset a game from losing one Pikmin. That's why, like, I don't know why, but I always have this, like, obsession to do completely 100% deathless runs of this game in particular. I don't know why, but I just do. I don't know, maybe I'm just more emotionally invested in Pikmin than most people would be when playing this game, but I don't know. It's just me. Just how I play through this. Okay. Compelling cookie. Yeah, I'm calling it the nipple cookie still. Nipple cookie. Okay. We still, as you can see, we still got one more. No, not. I don't know about one more. I don't know how many treasures we have left in this dungeon, but basically we still have one more left. And, well, I'm pretty sure it's one more. Yeah. And it's actually inside this withering blowhog here. So yeah, there's actually... Oh, no, there's a third one. There's also this one there, too, as well. Okay. But this withering blowhog holds a... If we can destroy it. As I was saying, it holds a Wilson tennis ball cap. Yeah. Now, believe it or not, when I actually first got this treasure the first few times, I actually thought that it was the cap to an M&M bottle. Yeah, I thought that this was an M, not a W. When I first found it, believe it or not, yeah. Yeah, call me dumb all you want, but yeah. But yeah. Okay, you are gonna be a problem like usual. I mean, thank you for destroying that node dweevil, but thankfully, I mean, frankly, that did not really matter in the long run because we didn't care about it as long as the Pikmin aren't going that direction to get back to base, which they probably will, knowing my luck. But yeah, thankfully, the Pikmin that are on that ledge over there are perfectly safe. So, I mean, Pikmin that are on ledge by base, that is. Oh man. But yeah, this dungeon's a pain in the butt, no matter how experienced you are with this game, just saying. Even the most experienced players can have a lot of trouble with this dungeon, so... And again, no amount of, you know, hacking can help you with that. And, wow, thanks a lot, game. You suck. That was pretty dickish right there. I mean, that's one of the biggest dick moves we've had in this entire Let's Play. Is this stupid Dweevil dropping down on us. I mean, it's good. Again, it's a good thing that these guys are invulnerable to them, but still, it's just so annoying. Okay, so in the meantime, the Waterwraith has actually kind of taken a break from us. That's good. Let's see if he can stay that way. Maybe, just maybe, we can get this treasure back to base. Maybe. I don't know. Oh god, there's no telling if we're gonna make it all the way back to base with this treasure, but that's what I'm hoping for. Oh god. If the Waterwraith appears, I'm just cutting back to base, so I'm doing, okay? So unless the Waterwraith, you know, appears right next to us. Hey, what do you know? We actually managed to carry this whole thing back to base without worrying about the Waterwraith the whole time. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Succulent Mattress. We're gonna use that as a mattress? That looks actually kind of crunchy and hard for a mattress. Okay, well, enough of that. Let's go back and get the other treasure, the Wilson tennis ball cap. And oh boy, why do we have to deal with you again? Because I chose to, this time of all times, to take on the stupid Submerged Castle, of course. Okay, so with all 18 of our boltmen, we're going to carry this back to base, and hopefully this will also be uneventful. Hopefully. Just hopefully. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the Waterwraith has other ideas. Oh boy. Just go away, sir. Please. Please and thank you with sprinkles on top. Oh god. Oh god, he's gonna turn around. He's gonna turn around, isn't he? Yep, he's gonna turn around. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh wait, no? Or, yep, he is, okay. This guy often goes on some weird paths, I will say. He really does. Thankfully, and I mean that thankfully, he cannot turn around midway through a tunnel. That's the only positive thing, is that, like, he cannot turn around in the middle of these tunnels like this. Like, he needs an open area in order to do that. Oh yeah, he's on the other side of the wall. That's always a good thing when he's on the other side of the wall. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, no. No. No, I'm gonna get this back to base. I'm gonna... okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not gonna make it this back to base. Boy. This is not fun at all. This dungeon's just a pain in the ass. Okay. Pain in the arse. Pain in the wraith. I have no idea. I don't know what I meant by that. Okay, so now with this painfully long process of getting these treasures back to base, we're going to end things off here by going to the next sublevel, which is going to be the worst. Let me just say, sublevel 4 is the worst sublevel in this dungeon. It is the worst. Now you're probably thinking, how can they possibly make it any worse than just having the Waterwraith alone? Well, you're going to find out next time, because they found a way. Oh yeah, they found a way to make it worse than just having to deal with the Waterwraith alone. They found a way. And we're going to be dealing with that next time on Pikmin 2, y'all. So, again, welcome to 2016. And hopefully we'll be starting this year off on a bright note by kicking the Waterwraith's ass. See you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.